Good evening, fifth graders. Tonight we're really taking a look at that numerator and the denominator in a fraction. Okay, we're relating fractional units to the whole. This is what that means. What do they represent? Numerator represents a part. Denominator is the whole. Part of the set, the whole set. A part, a piece, the whole set. Let's take a look. Half a jar contains 31 cookies. If half a jar contains 31 cookies, how many are in the whole jar? 31 is my numerator. It's a part of the set. Half is what we're trying to find. Times 31 times 31 gives me 62 total cookies. Here's another one. 2/8 of the jar contains 10 cookies. So 10 cookies is just what a part of the jar is. 2/8 is what we're trying to figure out. We're going to go times 5 here. We're going to go times 5. We're going to get 40 cookies in that entire jar. There's another one. 3/5 of the jar contains 36 cookies. So my 36 cookies is not my denominator. It's what part of the jar contains. So 36 would be my numerator, right? I don't have a denominator here. I'm finding what 3/5 of that would equal. So we're going to go 3 times 12 is 36. 5 times 12 equals 60. That's how many there are in all. 3/8 of a jar contains 21 cookies. So this 21 cookies is just part of the total jar. So 21 would be my numerator. I don't have the whole set yet, but 3/8 is what we're trying to figure out. We're going to go times 7 and times 7, which gives me a 56 for the whole. 4/7 of the jar contains 64 cookies. Once again, we don't have a whole jar full of cookies. Some of you are wondering, wow, these are a lot of cookies. I understand that, but let's keep going here with this problem here. 64 would be my numerator. We're going 4/7. 64 divided by 4. I'm not exactly sure how many 4s going to 64 mentally off the top of my head, so I'm going to figure this out. 4 goes into 24 6 times. Boom. So 16. 4 times 16 equals 64. So 16 times 7 equals what? 112 is my whole set. 3/11 of the jar contains 45 cookies. Once again, the 45 is just part of my jar. I can do 3 times 15 to get 45. So 11 times 15. Work that out here on the side. 5, 1. Place value holder. We have a 1 and a 1. I'm going to add this up. Give a 5, a 2, and a 1. 125 cookies would be the whole. How many days are 2/7 of a week? Well, I want to know how many that is. So 2/7 of the week. How many days are in the week? My whole is 7. That's why I have a 7 here. Times 1 would be 2 days. That makes sense, right? 2/7 of the week. 1, and there's 7 days in the week. How many counters are 2/16 of 18? Or 2/6, I apologize, of 18. Times 3 gives me 6. 18 is my denominator there because 18 is my whole set. How many seconds are 1/6 of a minute? A minute would be what? It would be 60. So 1/6 into 60, because I know my whole, times 10 equals 10 minutes. How many millimeters are in 4/5 of a centimeter? Okay, how many millimeters are 4/5 of a centimeter? So we have 4/5. A centimeter has 10 millimeters, so that would be 10 as my denominator. Times 2 gives me 8. 8 millimeters would be your answer. How many inches are 4/9 of 2 yards? You have 4/9 into 2 yards. 1 yard has 36 inches because we're dealing with inches, so 2 yards would have 72 inches. That's how, this one's a little trickier, right, kids? 9 times 8, 4 times 8 is 32. So that's how many inches would be in 2 yards. Hopefully that helped a little bit, kids. With our problems here tonight, remember, we always want to find out what the numerator and the denominator equals when solving a problem. All you have to do is just kind of analyze the numbers and what are we trying to solve. Hopefully this helped a little bit tonight. Nice short video for you to practice your skills. Once again, please look over these and see where I'm coming up with my denominators on these problems here, because I kind of went through it a little fast. Take like 1 week is 7 days. That's my whole. 18 is the whole. 1 minute would be 60 seconds. A centimeter, when dealing with millimeters, would be 10. Yards. We know 2 yards, but we're dealing with inches. 1 yard is 36 inches, so 2 yards would be 2 times 36 to get this 72. Hopefully this helped, kids. I look forward to working with you in class tomorrow.